And it's funny because I was washing the car the one day and I looked down at the tires and I'm like, damn, those are some wide ass tires, man. That looks like something you'd have on a Mustang or something, but yeah. How you doing? Duff here, and behind me you see my almost brand new Model Y SR, and it just locked. My Model Y SR has just over 1,000 miles on it now at this point. And I wanted to do a very quick mod or project, but also talk about a few of the things that are different on the Model Y that I didn't realize. I did not know that was different. So let's get started. All right, so the project is right here in my hands. I don't know if you can take a good guess based on the size of this box, but what I have are official Tesla mud flaps. Yes, I'm going to put these on the front of the car. In the box you have the actual mud flaps themselves and the push pins that are used to attach them. No instructions in the box whatsoever, none, but I did see a video online that Tesla has that outlines what you're supposed to be doing, and I don't think it's too hard. Now, they sell them in sets of 2, so I'm not sure if they also fit the rear, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look at the mounting holes. The video I saw illustrated putting them on the front, and the reason that I like to put them on the front is I have noticed with this car has fatter tires than my Model 3, and I noticed shortly after I got it, I rode through some precipitation. And when I did that, it threw all sorts of shit up on the side of the car. Maybe because the tires are bigger, I don't know. It was the tire product. You know, the tire shine that they put in new cars. Once it got wet, it threw itself all over the side of the car. So that got my attention, that it could be throwing all kinds of stuff over the front of the car. So I figured I would put these on. Can't be much to it, right? Let's get started. Now, the one thing I did see online first is, of course, they recommend you turn your tires so you have access to the area where these mount. So let's take a look and see how they go on. Okay, so these mud guards are identified. You'll see on the markings on the mud guard that there's an RH and an LH. RH is right side, which is passenger side, and it would go like this. Now, there are already some push pins here, so I'm not sure if they give you if these are bigger ones that are designed to work with the mudguard, or if they're just spares in case you lost them maybe. So I'm going to pop those out, the existing ones out first. All right, I have both of these started. I just used a little straight edge screwdriver to get the heads popped out. And these are smaller than what they give you, so you evidently need to use the pins that they include with the set. I guess I'll keep these other ones for a rainy day. So now, if we line this up, this is my RH. If we line this up, there's little slots here that you use just to catch it on the inside of the fender. And then it should be as simple as seriously just lining these up, lining up the push pins, push them until they click, installed. Wow, that was difficult, wasn't it? And now that should be protecting this area from debris. Now, I mean, if you live in an area where you got a lot of snow and salt in the roads, yeah, I think it's definitely a good thing. And down here in wet season, there's all kinds of moisture going on. So that side's done. Let's, well, you know what? Before I hop to this side, I just want to see, I'm curious if these also fit the back. Okay, so these are sorry, you can see, but these holes do not line up in the back. They definitely are not universal. I don't recall seeing a set that was specifically for the back, but these holes here do not match up. So these would not work on the back without some modification. Interesting. Good to know, right? So maybe Tesla thinks that you just need them on the front. People with OCD might have an issue with that. Luckily, I do not have OCD, so. All right, we'll get the other ones set up and this project will be done. With these little push pins, there is a section where you see it's recessed, which is designed for you to get your tool under. So you want to make sure that you get your tool under there. It makes it a lot easier to get these out. So let's get that slid behind the fender. This is stupid easy. I would say installing new wiper blades is probably more challenging than this is. Mudguards installed. As far as the visual goes, I don't even know that you hardly pay attention to it, but you know, to the average Joe, if they walk by, they probably wouldn't even pay attention to the mudguards. But I'm just hoping it does offer a little bit more protection to the lower half of the door panel. Just wanted, like I mentioned, I also wanted to just quickly mention a few things about the Model Y that I did not know about. Now, of course, I knew that there was differences between the Model 3 and the Model Y, but I did not know everything. I had mentioned when I got the Y home, I didn't realize that the frunk on the Model Y was considerably deeper than what's in a Model 3. You can get a lot more stuff in here. I guess it makes sense because the car is physically higher, but I didn't realize that I was getting a deeper frunk. The other thing I noticed here while we're under the hood, the struts that used to be here are no longer here. There are no struts. I'm not sure where the tension is kept on these arms, because with the Model 3 there used to be struts here, and I actually replaced those struts with higher pressure struts, so when I would pop the trunk or the frunk on my Model 3, it would open up on its own. That does not happen with the Model Y, so I'm curious how they change things, but there are no longer easily accessible and visible struts on the front. Didn't know that. The side mirrors on the Model Y are physically taller by probably at least an inch, maybe two, I don't know. But they are shaped differently. For some reason I assumed that they would be identical to what's on the Model 3. They are not. They are bigger on the Model Y. One of the other things that I alluded to earlier is the tires. The tires on the Model Y are bigger than what was on my Model 3. I believe my Model 3 had 235 tires, which indicates the width. They're 255. They're beefy 255s on the Model Y. And you can kind of see, like if you have a Model Y next to a Model 3, the ass end on a Model Y is thicker. And maybe part of that is to accommodate the bigger tires, I don't know, but it definitely has a more substantial rear end than the Model 3. And it's funny because I was washing the car the one day and I looked down at the tires and I'm like, damn, those are some wide ass tires, man. That looks like something you'd have on a Mustang or something, but yeah, 255 tires on the Model Y. I did not know that was a thing. One of the annoying things about my Model 3 SR Plus was it had what Tesla refers to as a partial premium interior. And what that basically means is they had stuff turned off via software inside the car, which I always thought was annoying. With the Model Y SR and all Model Ys, there is no longer a designation between partial premium and premium interior. You just have a premium interior in the Model Y. Having a premium interior in the Model Y means that they have things like the footwell lights are activated, or ambient lighting, whatever you want to call it. Footwell lights work. The stereo system has all the speakers enabled, and I think a subwoofer. On the Model 3 partial premium, the speaker system was not fully turned on. So that's another nice feature of the Model Y. Even though I'm not the kind of person that jams music real loud, I have the capability to do so now. Now this is, I don't think this is a part of the premium interior, but the Model Y has lights back there in the rear passenger area, which I do not recall them ever being on the Model 3 as well. Now maybe I have a really bad memory, but I do not recall them being there, so that's another Model Y addition, I think. Let's see, anything else in the interior? Yeah, that's it. I am dealing with one annoying thing regarding my Tesla purchase. When I bought the car, I told them I wanted to transfer the plate from my Model 3 to my Model Y. And even though I was doing a transfer of plate, I had a temporary tag on the car. And I asked the guy, I said, why, if I'm transferring plates, why is there a temporary tag on the car? And he said, oh, that's the way they do it now. You have to have the temporary tag up front, and then Tesla will send you the paperwork to transfer your plate, you know, the updated registration within 30 days. I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's kind of odd, but that's fine, I guess. So now here we are. Today is March 20th. I think, yeah, March 20th. My temporary tag expires on Monday. Still don't have anything. I messaged Tesla support earlier in the week, and they said, oh yeah, well, sometimes it can take longer in Florida. I'm like, okay, well, that's great, but I have a plate that expires on Monday, so we need to do something about this. And they told me that they saw that I should have a plate arriving within 5 days. It's Saturday, it still has not arrived. I followed up with the sales guy that I dealt with in Naples, and I said, hey, dude, you know, my car is going to be illegal to drive technically on after Monday. So what can we do about this? He told me that if I don't get the plate on Monday, to let them know, and they will overnight me another temporary tag. As far as he could tell, it is in the system as a transfer. They just have not gotten the paperwork to me yet, and he said that they've seen cases where it's taken up to 45 days for that to arrive to someone in Florida, which kind of sucks, considering they give you a temp tag with a 30-day expiration. You know, figure that. But other than that, car's been great. I really haven't had any complaints. You haven't really seen a lot of videos because I haven't been doing much besides enjoying the car. I still haven't found myself missing full self-driving all that much. I still use autopilot on my commute. You know, it's minorly less convenient, but not enough for me to say, okay, well, I'm going to plop down 10 grand. That's for sure. That's not happening anytime soon unless the full self-driving beta proves to be fantastic, and I have not seen anything that makes me think that it's anything approaching true full self-driving yet. So I'm not going to be spending 10 grand yet. That is the plan. Still have the wheel covers on as well. Still up and back and forth about if I want to pull them off and put the and just expose the alloys underneath. The people that I've asked online have asked opinions. It's literally like split down the middle. Some people say the alloys look better, some people say the wheel covers look better. And I still kind of think that the alloys look better. I still have not exposed them as of now. So anyways, quick little video. If you guys are looking to install the Tesla mudguards on your car, it's very easy, as you just saw. It only took about a week to get to me, which is pretty good by Tesla standards. It didn't take long for the mudguards to arrive. They cost $40, I believe, so not cheap. I mean, nothing is ever cheap when you buy it from Tesla, but 40 bucks, easy to install, fits perfectly, and hopefully we're good to go to keep stuff from hitting the bottom of the car. So that's all I have for now, guys. Hope you are having a great weekend. If you found this video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please think about subscribing. If you want to become a member to my channel, there are some benefits of membership that you can find when you navigate my page, look at membership, or just click the join button that's down below here, and you can see the benefits that you get from that, including mentions of anybody that's supporting the channel at the end of every video. I'll be including all of my members in every video. So that's all I have, guys. Hope you have a great weekend. Until next time, Duffman out.